We have to go to a registration center. I have to thank all of you for just passing through the discussion this morning. But Maxwell Agbagba is somewhere at a center in Alajo. You can see him well geared up in his face matters. The protocol is now the last couple of months. And Maxwell, please go ahead. What do you see?
Yes, exactly, Roland. We are here in the Ayawaso West, Ayawaso Central constituency, I should say, and specifically at Alajo. And what we have observed so far is that in the third week of the voters registration exercise, we see a lot of people complying, with the COVID-19 health protocol, such that you see a lot of the applicants who come here wearing their masks, and then social distancing also has gradually, improved. And that is what we've seen at 3 centers here. They are very close, very, very close. So we'll move from one point to the other and then to the third point. So let's start from here. And as you can see, the registration itself has started. It's very smooth here, very calm. The applicants who come here, first of all, would have to wash their hands and then clean them. You can see this police officer doing the same before they start the registration. And you can see how they're carefully, spaced out, ensuring social distancing. Let me speak to the registration officer who is here. Sir, you're welcome to join us.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Tell me, how is the process going so far, phase 3?
Yeah, actually we are in our phase 3 of day 4, which is very smooth. Actually, since we started, everything has been so successful, and we are also hoping everything will end successful.
Yeah. Can you help me assess, what you saw 2 weeks ago and what you're seeing now in terms of the social distancing rules and then the wearing of the face masks? We've seen great improvement. What's your assessment?
Yeah. I also notified with the social distances. They're also following, unlike the previous one where we have people crowding in a queue. But here, when they come, we will always talk to them about the social distance, which they are also observing and which is improving. So we also want to work on that with the days and the weeks ahead, that they should also observe the social distances very well. So with the social distance, they are also adhering to it. Yeah.
Have you encountered any difficulties so far?
Not really. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. What's your name again?
Obed Acho, registration officer.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much, Obed. So you just heard from Obed. He's the registration officer here at the center at Alajo's in the Ayawaso Central constituency. As you can see, social distancing being observed here, quite impressive. Let's move on to the next registration center, which is also here. It's just some meters away from this place. Let's speak to the registration officer there. Let's find out from him how the process is going for him here. We also want to find out how they are implementing the Electoral Commission's queue management system. That the EC says to help it reduce crowding at the registration.
Well, over here we are sitting by the roadside. The wind, the dust. Should it even rain, I don't even know what will happen. So that is.
Yeah, but the EC chairperson says it is a way to curb the spread of the coronavirus. So you don't have to be in enclosed areas.
Yes, but we must also look at the success of the program. Yesterday it was very windy, and it had a lot of serious effect on us. So if we can get, maybe even if a corridor somewhere cries, even better. But being on the road like this, is something that maybe we can take a second look at.
Okay. So how are you implementing the queue management system here?
Yeah, once the queue is big, we give them the queue cards.
Okay.
And then when they are coming, we take it from them so that we can reissue it later. But as you can see, we have just about 4 people in the queue.
Wow.
These 2 people here, they are guaranteeing for this woman. So I'm processing her guarantees form. That's why they are standing here.
Okay. So they are the guarantors?
Yes, they are the guarantors. for this moment.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is the second registration center here. Let's move on to the third. Let's find out how the process is also going over there. But generally, it has been very smooth. From our rounds yesterday, it's been very, very, very smooth, honestly. In the first week, the registration, there were some hitches. On Sunday, there was a technical hitch, registration delayed for many hours in a lot of the centers. But on Monday, when we went round, that had been resolved. And indeed, the EC put out a statement that it had 98% successfully dealt with that. That was true on Monday. Tuesday, we went out. It was very smooth, with people adhering to the social distancing protocol. It's the same thing you can see here, carefully spaced out. All of them in their masks, observing the social distancing rules. Let me speak to the registration officer here. Sir, you're welcome to join us.
Okay.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Adongo Yusuf.
Okay. Tell me, how is the process going here?
Actually, the process is moving on comfortably. We are following the protocol, as you can see. Everybody is in his or her mask, and then the distancing is still moving on. We have our water with our liquid soap and then sanitizer everywhere. If the people come, we try to serve them with all those materials so that to avoid from the pandemic. That is what is happening here.
Okay. Okay. Have you encountered any challenges so far?
So far, no challenge, no challenge. Everything is moving on smoothly.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. Is this lady a first-time voter?
Which lady?
This one?
No, please, no, please.
Okay.
She's nice.
She's just
first-time voter.
She's a first-time voter?
Yes.
Okay. First-time voter. She's not a child. Let's speak to her. Hello, what's your name?
No, my name is Patience.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me, first-time voter, what does it feel like to be registering for this process?
Nothing.
Come again?
Nothing.
Ah, really? Nothing. Well, she says, I was asking her what it feels like to be registering for the process. She says, nothing. But wait. Hello, Patience. Patience. Is it do you want to vote in 2020? You want to vote in 2020, so what will inform, your decision, who you vote for? What will inform, how you vote? What are you looking out for? Free SHS? What exactly?
Nothing.
Ah, nothing. Okay, Patience, I'll leave you. That's interesting. So she's a first-time voter. She's registering for the process. She says, yes, she's keen on voting in 2020. But she seems not to, have any idea what would influence her choice in the 2020 elections. But let's speak to this man. Sir, you're welcome to join us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, what's your name?
Prince Corbin.
Prince, tell me, how is the process going for you?
Oh, everything make right. I thank God what He making us so far to this position, because we know that everything is going right. But my mission is that I don't know the reason why people doesn't want to come and register at here. I didn't know that reason. That's why I'm asking for. But I think so. Maybe they are in Rome. They are supposed to come and register. And that is they can make Ghana going stronger. Ghana.
Mark Solagbagba there will feed you more with what is happening across the country at the various voter registration centers on news decks, as well as join us today. But in the meantime, we have to look at what's happening on the front of entertainment. And Kadi is ready with a later. She has a great interaction. Make sure you stay tuned.